So welcome to the section. It's very exciting always to start a new section because we're going to learn something new, hopefully. Okay, so when we talk about computing, we're talking about a lot of things, but basically we get everything out when we talk about a programming file or a program in general. We're talking about ways in which we can take data, manipulate that data, and get a result, right? But in this process of manipulating that data, there are a lot of decisions that have to be made, meaning that we have to create a tree-like conditions that will respond to the data that we are passing through. What that means is as follows. So the idea of a program is that we create certain conditions, right? These conditions will allow us to then create some sort of a tree that will go and do certain thing, X, Y, and Z. So the main idea is as follows. So if you have a condition that will spit out either true or false, so if condition X is true, then we'll run code block B or we'll do something, okay? And if it's false, then run code block A. Okay, that's the condition. That is the tree-like ramification that we're talking about here. But also, we can say else if some other condition happens, then we're going to do run code block C. Okay, so this is what we call branching. So we're creating these branches in our code, in our program that will do something. All of this is actually driven by data. So there's also a need to repeat certain tasks. For instance, we can say while x is less than 10 or 100, we want to repeat a certain task. That's what we call looping. When we take these two topics of branching and loops in any programming language, really, this is what makes a program because now it on its own can make those decisions, can repeat certain tasks that it needs to repeat until a certain condition is met, and then gets out of that loop and then goes back to the branching and goes or back and forth until the program is finished running all it needs to run. So this is what we're going to be focusing now to understand how the basics, at least, of loops and branching in our code, so we can be a little bit more dangerous with what we can do with Kotlin. Okay, let's go ahead and get started.